too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'm a running back. Ay. Same day, why I'm a running back. Yeah. Friday, payday, running back. Ay. Running back, running back, running back.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Tackles. 26, Mike.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Zebra. Mike's 42. Double dog. That's the way.
To throw is Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Jahan, 180! 150!
Check curls.
On second down, Cook. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Check Mike 21. And watch the ball. Hey, check Mike 21. Check.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Check 31. Check.
Right. Boom.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Box it. Number 50. Hey, you block over here. Show it up. We are going.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Cousins. Gets around it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football, comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that will be incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give him much better starting position. So this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Cousins on first down. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Ben Gideon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Grant. 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Corey Grant, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
X3. 218, chop it. Leave it, bring up 48.
Here's Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Stop your whining. Strong right, strong.
Lucky 48.
Out. 3 down. Out. Watch the air. Undercut. What's that?
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Hey, echo.
A second down throw for Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They will run with Grant. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 15. Check 15. Right now, you got 58.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL.
First down, Green Bay.
319. Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. And we're pretty quiet. We're pretty quiet. 50. 319.
Rodgers now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
30. Check. Hey, black.
Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Get 300. Get 300.
Mike 51.
Five.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Back to
Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming.
Hey, Haywood. Jump out.
Mike 54 is Mike.
To throw again. Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We got this.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
26. Plant.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Night, sweetheart.
Hey, Foxtrot.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. Caught left side, Garcon. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Got it. 258.
Yeah, I got you.
To throw is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way, creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Cook following the penalty. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They run it again with Cook. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Record.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end's right. Tight end's right. You got three down.
Third and short yardage. Cousins. It's caught. Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Hey, 382, hey, 50. Hey, Steamer.
First down. Here's Cousins. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
Hey, no, easy.
Cousins now from the 50. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They gonna need some therapy.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Over, flip again.
Now Rodgers. Over the middle to Garcon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Mike 54.
Recon, 132 fighter. Here, Mike. Hey, Delta.
Alert 3.
Working from the gun. Rodgers looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Gets fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
26, Mike. Hey, high 7. 26, Mike.
Cousins to throw it. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Check 49, check 49. Check 26, check 26. Over here. Check.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 32-yard line.
319. 54, Mike. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. No. Off. Line left. Check 3.
Now a give, right side. Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right, 54. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Alert flat. We are going. 25. Right. Tight dog. 319.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Linval Joseph on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 44-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop.
It's third and 10.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Alpha.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. All day.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And he finds Cook. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On third down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jordan Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the two-point try. Cousins now. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
54, exit.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And able to find Garcon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, Black. Box it.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Shifts by him. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.